All right, people. So I don't normally watch SmackDown, but I decided to tune into the Elimination Chamber match. So it was Bray Wyatt defeating Cena, Styles, Ambrose, Corbin, and The Miz. And to be honest, the match wasn't. Of course, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you, so I don't know why I said that, but. Yeah, the match was pretty ordinary. I mean, it was an all-right match. There were some good spots in it. They're like, oh, it's a new elimination chamber. I mean, it looked pretty fucking similar to me. They just added a new type of floor, which looked like rubber. I mean, it didn't look too, like JBL is talking like, oh, I remember when Umaga was walking on it and he couldn't walk on it because of the steel grates. Well, now it's not even steel grates. It's like a fucking black surface of, I don't know what it's made of, so but I mean the structure looks pretty much the same. I mean they added some like footing, I guess, along the steel where you could like climb up like fucking like 7 or 8 feet and then stand on a little like platformer that sticks out like a foot. But it didn't impress me, the new structure. I mean, it looks the same, so why even fucking call it? Why even, hype it up as a new structure if it's pretty much the same? I mean, you had your normal spots. They climbed up on top of the pod and jumped off of it. I mean, it's a cool little move, but I mean, it's not like a holy shit move. I mean, we've seen it before. I mean, and like I said, it was just kind of an alright match. You had some good spots in there, but nothing that I wouldn't. You had some good spots, but no great spots. In a match like that, you're really looking for a great spot, and I believe it was Corbin put Ambrose through the pod, which is just a flimsy piece of plastic. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's an alright little spot. But I mean, the thing bends so much. I mean, you're watching it bend. I mean, it's just so bendable. It's not glass. I mean, I think they might have hyped it up as plexiglass like 10 years ago. But now it's just like fucking a flimsy piece of plastic. I mean, it's not that impressive. And there was no... Like, I remember watching this match like when it was Daniel Bryan as the champion back in, I think it was 2011, and it was... Big Show was in it. And Big Show got on top of the fucking cell, or the pod. He was like standing on the ropes because he really wanted to get to Daniel Bryan. And he started fucking like tearing, ripping apart the steel, and then he eventually got into the pod. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It might have been in 2012. I don't know. But it was something cool. It was something unique. And it was something funny, too, because... Daniel Bryan was kind of, the chicken shit heel, so it was funny to see, him all scared and shit. But at the same time, it was like, hey, that's a creative, new, innovative spot there that looked cool. So, I mean, nothing out of the ordinary in this match. So, and I was also watching some of the other shit they had on. I mean, I guess Vince McMahon reached his hand into the bag of WWE irrelevancy, into the bowels of irrelevancy here in WWE, and pulled out Mickie James to face Becky Lynch here. I mean, Mickie James. I mean, I mean, they bring her once again, not focusing on the future because they're unable to build any new stars in this company. So they are very few. I mean, they've done a decent job of building up Charlotte. But other than that, over the past fucking 5 years, I mean, how many prominent divas have they built up? And who knows? In a year, Charlotte might be irrelevant as well. I mean, you never know with this company. I mean, they've really not built up any stars in the divas division. I mean, everybody, like AJ, she's gone. I mean, Natalia, irrelevant. All these people are irrelevant. And Mickie James isn't going to draw any money into this company. So, but yeah, you have Bray Wyatt winning the match. So now we're, at first I was a big Bray Wyatt fan. I liked what they were doing with him, but then he just kind of got boring and got stale, and he just got and he wasn't doing as good a promo. And you could blame that on creative, or you could blame it on Bray Wyatt. I don't know. I'm not privy to creative, so I don't know whose fault that was, but he got a little stale there. So, but I'm not going to talk about oh, this guy should have won, this guy should have won, because I don't watch SmackDown. But I do know Randy Orton should not be in the main event of WrestleMania or in a big match at WrestleMania, because he is not talented at all. So we're going to get Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania probably. So yeah. I mean, at least they had the sense though to, I'll give WWE credit. If you're going to make Bray Wyatt your champion, he pinned Cena clean. That was a good job there. If you're going to make him champion, at least give him some. Again, this is the failure though that they do with Kevin Owens. They don't give him anything. They don't push him. They don't give him any opportunities. They don't, have anybody, go over him or him go over anybody else. Like if you're going to give the guy the belt, it doesn't matter if he's a heel or a babyface. You have to put him over. So I give WWE credit. He not only pinned Cena clean, but he pinned Styles clean. If you're going to go, that way, if you're going to go with a guy, then at least, again, like I said, at least put him over. So that was, one positive thing. But yeah, like I said, the match didn't impress me too much. I expect more in that type of match. So that's all I got to say about that, people. Like I said, just kind of normal, typical spots. Jumping off the top of the pods, climbing the cage. I mean, those are decent spots, but I mean, it's not enough. I mean, I'm expecting, just something different. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on the Elimination Chamber match.